Hi everyone, Coach Kat here, and this is your second in the Toronto Summer Series full body strength workouts. I am bringing in the heat and the warmth. It is the heart of winter here in Toronto. We had a record-breaking storm this weekend, and so I was like, we need to get another workout up stat. So take it at your own pace, take breaks when you need to, drink lots of water. I'm using light and medium weights and one resistance band. You can also do it at home just with cans of beans if you don't have any equipment on you. Take what you need, leave what you don't. Most importantly, have fun. I'm linking my playlist in the comments. Definitely check that out because it's gonna pump you up. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to your 50-minute full body strength. We're gonna start down with a squat and reach it across. Hands come out and across. I've got one set of medium weights here. I'm using 2 10s and one heavy weight, 115. As long as you have anything, one set of mediums, one set of heavies, you should be good to go. No resistance band today. We hold it down here in little pulses. Weights in your heels. You can wiggle your toes. Just warming up. For 4, 3, 2, 1, coming up. Hands come out, hinging forwards, straight legs, reaching across to your opposite ankle. Look up towards the sky or the ceiling. Inhale, back to center, and looking up. Give me a few more here. Keeping your back flat, feeling that nice stretch of the backs of your hamstrings. Last one. Hands back to center. Slowly roll yourself up. Some jumping jacks to get our heart rates up. So shoulders back and down. Hands nice and straight, arms straight. For 4, 3, 2, hands come behind, little butt kicks. Option here to stand and march if you can't jump today. So we're gonna be starting out with our arms going onto our booty, finishing off with our abs. A few nice little cardio bursts in between. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Meeting me at the bottom of your mat. Keeping your legs straight, we're gonna inchworm out into a high plank. So high plank position here, rolling yourself up, shoulders stacked over your wrist, push the ground away, tuck your pelvis, squeeze your rib cage down. Tap your right knee, then your left. Pushing the ground away. Leaning your weight forward slightly so that you're grabbing the mat. Not all the weight is in the heels of your hands. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Pike your hips up to the ceiling. Like you're someone sitting on your back, heels alternating to the mat. For 3, 2, 1, back into that high plank. Right leg outside of your right hand, world's greatest stretch. Reaching up, sinking into your right hip flexor, feeling that nice stretch. 2 more. Energy throughout your fingertips. Moving with intention. Hand up, last time, bring it down to the mat. A leg comes back, butt comes up, pike it up. Paddle it out. Inhale back to that high plank. Left leg outside of your left hand. Shoot your hand up. Thread it through. Past your opposite wrist, 2 more. Last one. Hand comes down, leg comes back, both knees onto the mat. Right arm out, left leg back, little bird dog here. We're gonna do little pulses upwards. So squeeze, flex your foot. Small squeezes upwards, shoulders back and down. For 3, 2, and 1. Knee to elbow in for 2, and out. Reaching across. I just fit in this space. Bringing your hand down, we're gonna even that out. Left arm out, right leg back, flex your foot. Little pulses up and down. So your heel is just at your hip height. Shoulder back and down. Don't arch your back, so tuck your pelvis slightly. 4, 3, 2. Knee to elbow. In for 2 and out. In and out. In and out. Last one. Big toes together, knees nice and wide. Sink it down into a child's pose. Roll it out. Shake it off. Coming up to standing, we're going into our arms to start. So we're going to start out with a bent over row, grabbing your 2 medium weights. Anything in the 5 to 10 range would be good. So soft bend of your knees here. Roll your shoulders back and down. You're going to hinge forwards, pulling your butt back, nice flat back, bent over row. So we pull the weight up to our pocket. So alternating, elbows grazing your side. So squeeze your elbow towards the back. Squeeze the backs of your arms to the top. We're working on our lats. We're working on our triceps. So checking here, core is engaged. Tuck your rib cage down. So you're looking down at the floor in front of you. For 4, 3, 2. Now both together at the same time. Bring those weights to your pockets. Making sure that you're not hunching forward. So nice flat back. You don't want to be hunching forwards like this. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze the weights into your pockets. For 4. Squeeze your elbows into the back. 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Dropping one of your weights. We're going into halos next. So bringing the weight up. I want you to tuck your elbows in. So again, always readjust shoulders into your back pockets. Bringing the weight up just in front of your eye line. Elbows in line with your shoulders. We're going to bring this. We're going to vogue it around our head. So your elbows stay tight. Keep that angle. Once you have it, you can make it a little more smooth. Keeping your elbows towards your head. We're just going in one direction to start. We're going to go in the opposite direction after this. Check your base, tuck your pelvis, engage your core. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other direction. Just 10 more seconds here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, shake it out. Overhead tricep extensions next. So taking that same weight, holding it just on the heels of your hands. Pull the weight, bring it back. So tuck your elbows in here. Biceps are touching your ears. Elbows are next to your head. So keep your elbows tucked the entire time. We bring the weight down in between your shoulder blades, squeeze it up. So you bring it down for 2 and up. Squeeze. Full extension, soft bend at the top. Exhale as you drive the weight up. Down and up. Tuck your pelvis, squeeze your butt cheeks. Soft bend of your knees, that's your base. Down for 2 and up. Squeeze at the top. Ooh, this one's getting spicy. Almost there. Squeeze, exhale as you drive it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at 90 little pulses. Up and down. Final burnout for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Keeping the weight in your hands. We have a little cardio burst. So 2 options. We're going to jack it out. You can keep the weight here if you want and jump outwards. If you can't jump today, you can step. If you want to advance, add that shoulder press. 30 seconds in 4, 3, 2, we jack it out. If you're pressing, keep your shoulders down, keep your elbows tucked. No wrong choices, choosing what's right for your body today. We always work our way up. Almost there. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side to side. Dropping your weight for a second. Little boxer shuffle active recovery. I always trip over my words in the morning. My brain is not woken up. Big breath in. Grab that water if you need. One more set for our arms. We're gonna go into a bicep curl. Grabbing your medium weights. So roll your shoulders back and down. Flip your wrists to face forwards. Tuck your elbows to your sides. We squeeze up for 2 and down for 2. Don't let the weights drop at the bottom. Remember, tuck your pelvis, squeeze your butt. Tuck your rib cage. Exhale. Inhale. Slow and controlled. Up, squeeze, down. Up, squeeze your bicep at the top. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now flip your wrists to face each other. We're gonna do a hammer curl. We're gonna add a shoulder press. Down, press up. Shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, inhale. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now shake it out. We're going to go into a gorilla row next. So keeping your stance nice and wide, we're going to hinge forwards at the hip again. So soft bend of your knees, flat back. You pull back with your butt. So hinging forwards like you're pouring water out of your pelvis, flat back. Let the weights rest just on the ground. So you want to think you're a gorilla, so feet nice and wide. We squeeze the weights up to our pockets. So similar to the row that we just did, but a little deeper. I'll show you what that looks like from the front. So nice wide stance, weights in your heels, squeeze. So again, keeping your elbows tight to your body, squeeze the back and the backs of your arms. Exhale as you bring it up. Feeling this in our booty as well. For 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now bring both up at the same time. Squeeze. Squeeze. So if you need a little form check, you can always go to a mirror. Check, is your back flat? For 4, 3, hold it here, little pulses. For 8, 7, 6, like you're cracking a walnut in between your shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Last little one. So you're dropping one of your weights. We're gonna go into a snatch. So what that looks like is keeping the weight in between you, your legs. We're gonna sink it down. So you reach forwards, flat back, grab the weight, zip it up above you like you're zipping up a jacket. Then we're gonna pop and then zip it up. A little faster. Pull it up. So you're thrusting with your hips to bring the weight up. So it's a leg and an arm exercise, but you're not using your arm as much. Zip it up. So nice flat back. Zip it up. Squeeze your butt cheeks as you thrust. Almost there. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Heart rate's up a little bit here, moving the weight to one side. We have a little more of a cardio burst. So 2 options here. You can do a full burpee. So what that looks like is a little jump, elbows in between your knees, shoot your legs out, back up. That's the full version. The walkout version, onto your tiptoes. Elbows inside, you walk it out. Back to tiptoes. 30 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Legs shooting out, shoulders are stacked over your wrists. That perfect plank position. Halfway there. Keep pushing. You got it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Boxer shuffle, side to side. Or you're walking side to side, either one. A little active recovery. Big breath in. For 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Meeting me on your mat. Towel off, grab your water. So we're gonna start out with a weighted donkey kick. So you're gonna grab one of your weights, starting off on the right side. So put that in the knee pit of your right leg, flexing your heel here, coming down on to your left forearm for support. We're gonna kick it up for 2 and down. Heel is flexed, squeezing that weight. If this is a little uncomfortable, I know it takes a little bit of getting used to. You wanna keep both of your hips square facing into the mat. It's not about how high you get your heel, just aiming to get your knee to your hip height. Squeeze your glute at the top. Nice and slow and controlled. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I just want you to hold at the top. Little pulses up and down. This is where it starts to burn. Tiny micro movements. Mind to muscle activation. Squeeze your glute at the top. For 4. Almost there. 3. Can you get your knee a little higher at your hip height? 2. And 1. Bring it down, taking the weight off. If your other knee, supporting knee, is bothering you, you can put a little towel underneath it, or you can fold up your mat. We're going to go into donkey kicks next. Not donkey kicks, sorry. We're gonna go into fire hydrants next. So bringing that right knee up to the side. So you swing it up. So using that side glute to pull your knee up. Squeeze at the top. I'll show you what that looks like from the front. Squeeze it up to the side. Tuck your rib cage down, engaging your core. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little hold, pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last little bit, bring it in, we kick out. Kick to the side, point your toes. With intention, energy pointing throughout your toes. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna come down onto our backs, grabbing your heavier weight. Either your heavier weight or both of your medium weights. You can stack them, whichever you feel comfortable with today. So tucking your pelvis, you're holding the weight just above your hips. We're gonna squeeze it up. So your weight's in your heels, we squeeze up for 2 and down. Squeeze up. So you're squeezing a piece of paper in between your butt cheeks at the top. Can you wiggle your toes? Don't let your butt rest at the bottom. Down, squeeze it up. For 4, 3, 2, keep your pelvis high at the top. We pulse, pulse it out. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. For 4, 3, 2, last little bit. Hold it here. We walk it out. Left heel out, right heel. Then in. Upper arms and shoulder blades are plugged in, helping support you. Keeping your hips square. Don't let them get all wonky. So close. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Bringing your knees up to your chest, roll out your lower back. We have one more set for our legs for this mat work. So you're gonna roll yourself up slowly. Back into that tabletop position. We are gonna even out those weighted donkey kicks on the other side. So this time your left leg is driving upwards. Bringing that weight, flexing your left heel, squeeze that weight in your knee pit so that it stays there. Hips are square, head beams facing into the mat. We lift it up for 2 and down. Up and down. Supporting arm is helping plug you into the mat. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold at the top, little pulses. Can you get your knee a little higher here? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, take that weight off. We're gonna go into those fire hydrants. Raising your knee up to the side. For 4, 3, 2, swing it all the way up. 1, little pulses. Can you get your knee up all the way to your hip height? Trying not to open up that hip, so keeping them both facing the mat if you can. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. We kick it out. Out to the side. Kick. Almost there. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Big toes together, sink it out. Child's pose. We're gonna even out. Bring yourself back down onto the mat. The last little set of those glute bridges. Rolling yourself down. Grabbing your heavy weight. Weights in your heels, tuck your pelvis. We curl it up for 2 and down. Squeezing up at the top and down. Exhale as you drive it up. This time we're gonna add a little pulse. So we go down for 2, up and pulse. Down for 2, up, pulse. Down, Squeeze up, add that pulse. Make it a little spicier, why not? Up and pulse. Down, up, squeeze higher. Curling your pelvis, squeezing your butt cheeks for 4, 3, 2. We hold at the top, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. We walk our left leg out and right. Just small little movements here. Shoulders are plugged in, helping stabilize you for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, taking that weight, move it to one side. Last little bit, adding a little cardio burst here. Tuck your pelvis, bring your hands just underneath your butt. So you want to bring your feet out to a 45-degree angle if you can. Higher is easier, lower is harder. As long as your lower back stays plugged in, you want to go as low as you can and flutter as fast as you can. Peeling your shoulder blades off adds that little extra ab work. Flutter as fast as you can for 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there, 4, 3, 2, lower back still plugged in, 1, bring it in, roll it out. Woo. And other direction. Slowly rocking yourself up. We're done with our booty mat work. We are going on into our booty standing section. So coming up, grab your water. So this is where we add a little more weight. We are going into a plie goblet squat to start. So grabbing, you can either pick up both of your medium weights or one of your heavier weights. Goblet squat. So you want to grab the weight, have it just in between you, in between your chesticles. Okay, we're gonna sink down into a plie squat. So your feet are nice and wide at 10 and 2 on the clock. We sink it down. Down, pull your butt back, squeeze it up. So you want to pull back, weights in your heels. You want your knees to be in line with your middle toes as much as you can. Obviously, this wider stance makes it a little harder. Shoulders are back and down. Don't let yourself hunch forwards along with the weight. So you want to flat back, pulling back with your butt. Pull your butt cheeks down and apart. Squeeze them up to the top. So no hunching forwards like this. I want you to roll your shoulders back and down. Straight line from your head to your tailbone. Squeeze it up. Pull and squeeze. Nice and slow. Exhaling as you drive upwards. Always exhaling at the hardest part of any exercise. Down and up. For 4, 3, 2. We hold at the bottom, little pulses. Down. Stay low. For 4, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Raise your right heel. Little pulses, almost there. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Woo! That was hard, you guys. So bringing that weight up into your right hand, rack it up to your shoulders, rest it on one shoulder. So we're gonna bring our left foot pointed to the back corner. Hips forwards, knee forwards, foot forwards. We sink it down, weights in your heels. Down for 2, come up. So this is a curtsy lunge. Common mistake here is to twist sideways. You wanna make sure you're staying forwards, continue on, down. Back knee is 1 inch off the floor. You can bring your hand up to stabilize you. Core is tight, keep your ribcage down. Squeezing up your weights in your front heel. For 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold at the bottom, little pulses. Back knee's 1 inch off the ground. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. You bring it up now, holding that weight just up here. We're gonna flex that foot and we swing it forwards. So your left leg is swinging in front of you. Soft bend of your supporting right knee. Swing it forwards and out to the side. Nice and slow. Working on our balance. Swing it forwards and swing it out. Supporting leg and knee are shaking, that's normal. Plugging into your toes and your heel. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little cardio burst time. So 2 options. You can either have your right leg forwards and just do a knee drive upwards, nice wide stance, feet hip width distance apart, or you can add a little jump at the top. So a little jump at the end. Back leg is straight, so straight and a knee drive, or straight and a jump in 3, 2, and 1. Keep your stance wide. Slight hinge forwards, opposite arm, opposite leg. Loading and exploding. Almost there. Landing softly. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boxer shuffle. Inhale. Little active recovery. For 4, 3, 2. Grab your water. One more set for our legs. We're gonna even that out. Starting out with those plie squats. Grabbing your heavier weight, plie squat time. The weight's just in front. Nice wide stance. We sink it down for 2 and up. Squeeze your butt cheeks at the top. Can you sink it down like you're gonna sit in a kindergarten chair? Squeeze up at the top. Knees are outwards, weights in your heels. For 4, 3, 2. We hold at the bottom, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5. So strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise your left heel, pulse for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, shake it out. Nice work. Taking that weight, rack it up. Resting on your left shoulder. Pointing your right toes. Bring them to the back corner. Hips facing forwards. We sink it down. Down and up. All that weight's in your front heel. Knee in line with your middle toes. Squeeze your butt up at the top. So it's not a big step backwards, just slightly past your hip. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold at the bottom. Bring your back knee 1 inch off the ground. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Weight comes in between. Last little bit. Flex your Right foot swinging in front, bring to the side. Front, like a little pendulum swing. Squeeze your side glute at the top. Soft bend of your supporting knee. Exhale. Inhale. Swing it forwards. Flex your foot. Shoulders back and down. It's okay if you lose your balance here. That's what we're working on. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Second little set, cardio burst. We're going to even out those knee drives or those lunges. This time working on our left side, left leg forwards, feet hip width distance or a little wider. 2 options, back leg is straight. You're going to drive it upwards or you're going to pop upwards in 4, 3, 2, 1. Working on our left leg forwards, right leg is back and straight. Drive it up. Hinge, load, explode. Just 10 more seconds here. Woo! So close. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boxer shuffle. We get to dance after. Woo! Big breath in. We're done with our legs. We're going into our abs next. For 4, 3, towel off. Last section. Working on our core. We're starting out with a little cross crunch here. Grabbing one of your medium weights. So, actually, I lie. We're starting out with a weighted plank pull. So we're going to start off on our mat. So taking one of your medium weights, having it near you. I'm going to move these over. So going into a plank. So first option is a full plank. Tuck your pelvis, engage your core, rib cage down, push the ground away. Otherwise, modified plank, you still want to make sure you're tucking your pelvis and squeezing your rib cage down, whichever one you choose. So you're going to have your weight to one side. We're going to plank pull. So you bring it far, thread it through underneath your opposite wrist. First option is the full plank if you can. Feet a little wider to stop you from rocking. Take your time here. Placing the weight a little far. We want to add that challenge. Placing the weight off of your mat if you can. Almost there. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Knees come onto the mat. Give your wrists a little love. Roll them out. Moving your weight to one side. We're going back onto our wrists. If you have any wrist issues, you want to make sure your weight's not just in the heels of your hands. Move your weight forward, so into your fingertips so that you're grabbing the mat. Untuck your toes. Bear crawl here. Options to either work on your bear crawl hold, tuck your pelvis, push the mat away. Otherwise, we walk out, out, and in. Alternating which leg goes out first. In, out, out. I know this one's a little challenging. We're not here for long. Grabbing the mat with your fingertips. For 3, 2, and 1. Big toes together. Reach it forwards. Shake it out. Rolling yourself forwards. We're going to finish off this mat work with some plank shifts. Then we just have a couple exercises standing. Coming into a forearm plank, pushing the ground away with your elbows. Full plank if you can. We pull our weight forwards for 2 and backwards. If your elbows are bothering you, you can fold up your mat or put your towel underneath. So you're pulling forwards with your elbows and pushing away. Pull it forwards, little plank shifts, and back. So if you're on your knees, you're still doing that pulling and pushing motion. Pull it forwards and push. Pull and push. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, big toes together. Reach it forwards, roll out your shoulders. We're gonna come into some inchworms, so back into that high plank. You're gonna walk yourself slowly. Keep your legs straight, walk yourself up to standing. Few of these inchworms, so keep your legs straight. We're gonna walk it out. So working on our abs, our core is bringing us up and down. It's okay if you've got a slight bend of your knees here. Eventually working up to straight legs. Tuck your pelvis, then back up. Give me 2 more here. Last one. Meeting me in a standing position. Roll your shoulders out. Give your shoulders some love. So we're just gonna finish off with some cross crunches. Grabbing one of your medium weights. You wanna bring it up just over your elbow. We're gonna cross crunch, so we bring knee to elbow. Weight is in my left arm. We're gonna cross and crunch. Exhale as you drive your knee up. If you're finding one of the medium weights is too heavy, you can do this with your body weight. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap it over. We bring it up to one side, knee to elbow. Exhale, inhale. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Taking that weight, bring it up just in front of your eye line. We're going to do weighted marches, marching your knee up and up. Alternating knee drives. Can you get your knee up a little higher? Almost there. Shoulders are on fire. Option to keep the weight a little lower if that's what you're feeling. Otherwise, holding it up for just a little bit longer. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your weight. Towel off. We're finishing off with a little cardio burst. 20 seconds for each round. 10 seconds break. In between, we're starting out with a front jack. So out and up. You can either step it or jack it. So arms come out in front just at your shoulder height. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1, side to side. After this, we're gonna go shuffle squats. So front, front, squat. Front, front. So alternating which foot goes forwards first. If you can't jump today, you can do a squat pulse. Challenging yourself, stepping outside of our comfort zones, almost there. Woo! For 4, 3, 2, 1, side to side. Nice. 4, 3, 2, swivel tap. So we go swivel, swivel, tap. Keep your elbows high, swivel, swivel, tapping your opposite toes. Takes a little getting used to, a little coordination. Woo! You got it. 1, 2, 3. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Little boxer shuffle. Star jumps next. We're gonna pull our butt back. We go down. You can step it out if you can't jump today. Flat back, pulling back with your butt. For 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Amazing work. Big breath in. Looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming to the front of your mat. One more big inhale, looking up. And folding forwards as your arms come down. Letting your wrists relax, shaking your head no, nodding your head yes. Slowly bending your knees, coming down onto the mat, rolling yourself down. Vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down. Legs as wide as your mat. Hands resting by your sides. Slowly letting your heart rate come down. Driving your right knee up to your chest. Roll out your ankle. Take a little second here and congratulate yourself for showing up, putting in the work in. Your body will thank you. Big inhale, knee to your left side, hands come out, look towards your right wrist. Both shoulder blades stay plugged into the mat. That way you get the full spinal twist. Relax your leg. Relax your fingertips. Big inhale back to center. One more big squeeze. Draw your left thigh upwards. Grab the back of your left thigh, pull it towards you. Big inhale. Exhale, letting your right leg fall. Squeeze your left knee to your chest. Roll out your ankle. Big inhale. Exhale, letting your knee fall to the right, looking towards your left wrist. Again, actively trying to relax your left and your right legs. Relax your fingertips. Big inhale back to center. Drawing your right thigh up, figure of 4. Bringing both of your legs back down onto the mat. Stretch like a cat. Reach to the other side of the room. And then become a tiny little ball. Give your lower back some love. Roll it out. Slowly rocking yourself up to seated. Both of your heels and your big toes together. Lean it forwards. Set a little intention for your day. Make sure you eat some protein in the next hour and have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the club.